What's up, you guys? It is Mary.
And Amma.
And y'all, today we are going to be talking about, I guess we can talk a bit about the Grammys. There's a couple things I want to talk about, but this video is mainly about Bianca. And of course, Kanye was showing up to the Grammys. And Bianca came in a sheer dress with really nothing on underneath. I think she had some pasties. They literally came to the carpet and they left after that. He was nominated for his song Carnival at the Grammys, so he was invited there. They just showed up to do the red carpet and then they left. Shortly after, they were seen at an after party and she was in a sheer bodysuit and knee-high boots. So she was mainly nude for most of the thing.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, what do we think about this? Because me personally, I just feel like obviously he did it for a shock factor or whatever the case may be. I do think it's a publicity thing, but I do feel like it is disgusting that he has this woman out there like that. You know, I also I don't know why she going out there dressed like that either. It's just the whole thing is just very odd. Like it seems like he's letting her promote his Yeezy stuff because I think they were both Yeezy brand what she wore, the sheer dress and then also the nude bodysuit she was seen wearing at an after party. A thong sheer bodysuit, by the way.
The whole thing is ridiculous.
Yeah.
The whole thing is just out of control. And what will be nice is the next time that he shows up, will the next time he shows up with her like that, whether it's some humiliation ritual that he's doing or whatever, then no photographer even looks at them. Like kind of, it will be wonderful if one time he shows up with her and they turn their back to him. Like they actually turn around and turn their back to him, or they don't even call his name. There's no light going off, there's no camera going off. Like they just, that will be
Awesome.
wonderful. That will
Yeah.
be wonderful. Don't know if it'll ever happen. I'm kind of, with her, I just don't know. I mean, some people say, well, it seems like she was telling him no. To me, and that's what you thought. You saw, right? Like she was kind of protesting. I don't know. It seemed to me like there was a smile there. Like, and then she, had her that and then even in the after party, she doesn't look comfortable with him. She looks very unsure of him. Like when she tried to try to dance near him in the after party, and he's ignoring her until finally he, I guess, gives her a kiss. But I mean, this is someone. Bianca is not a child. For
Yeah.
me, I don't. My thing, after 20, I don't blame anyone until they're 26 and above,
Right.
right? Because there's a part of our, the prefrontal cortex of our brain has not developed. And that's the part that deals with impulses, right?
Right.
Control of impulses. So until that happens, that doesn't happen until the age of 25. So I give till 26. I give till 26.
How old is she?
Okay. Well, okay,
let
let's
me
just
Google
look
it.
it up. Yeah,
Let's
you
look
look
it
it
up.
up while, yeah.
She's 30.
Okay. So,
Oh my
she's 30
god.
years old. She's past the age of 26. You don't get any kind of, like, oh, poor lady here.
Yeah.
I mean, I do feel, it's not that I don't feel bad for her. It's not that I don't think she's being abused. I actually think she's being abused. I think so.
Yeah.
I think there's some uncertainty there, but at the same time, sometimes, especially with people who are being abused, sometimes you want to give this thing like, no, I'm okay. I'm controlling this. No, Bianca, you're not.
Right.
Okay. They saw her mom not too long ago and asked her mom what she thought about her daughter. She just like, she had nothing to say about Bianca. Those were her thoughts.
Yeah, I think
But
because it
I'm
said
sure
it
it has to
here.
be very hard for a
Yeah.
mother, for her sisters to see, a loved one in this situation. To me, it feels like Kanye, you got someone who kind of, her body kind of maybe reminds him of Kim Kardashian, right? And it's kind of like what he remember when Kim Kardashian, when he came into her life, like he took over all her stuff. He kind of like stripped her down and had her, like, yes, we know Kim Kardashian had a sex tape, okay, when she was what, a teenager. Okay, so like I don't blame anybody before the age of 20. I just don't, because I just think that no one is perfect, and until that age, we have done some nutty stuff, myself included, before the age of 20. Okay, and probably
Yeah.
after the age of 20. But Kim Kardashian, like when he had so many scenes with her. Like, remember the one in the car? They were in some car, and he's riding
No, it was a motorcycle.
in
I think
in a
Bound
video.
to.
Then he had the one he was against the wall. Then he had a one with her with some champagne glass. Like he and she was like, I used to feel uncomfortable with my nudity in a sense, right? And he made me feel comfortable with myself, with my body, showing myself and all this stuff. And then all of a sudden it's like, hey, I'm religious now and you need to wrap it up.
I'm also kind of like,
Well,
what
I don't
happened
know
to
what
that religious
happened.
stuff? I thought he was trying to
And he
be with
has
Jesus and
daughters.
everything. I don't know what
So I
happened.
think that Kanye, he has this need to control. Kim is not in his life. Okay, she probably like Mel, like how Mel be ignoring Martell. So he has no control over Kim.
Yeah.
And when he looks at Bianca, he still sees Kim. There's a lot of when I see Kanye with Bianca, I see a lot of venom, a lot of violence towards her. That's what I see. Violence doesn't have to be someone like just like hitting you or something like that. But that's what I see. I don't even know if he even like this
Yeah.
woman. I mean, she's a woman. She's 30 years old. Okay. It
Yeah.
doesn't appear to me that he even really gives two shits about her.
Yeah,
And
because
it
he.
doesn't appear to me that Bianca gives two shits about herself. Like, I have no idea what she's doing. Like, they both need therapy separately.
Yeah.
When I just see stuff like that, it just breaks my heart. It breaks my heart, especially for because one day she's gonna sit back. One day, someday, when there's sense here, she's gonna sit back and she's going to have so many regrets. Like, no amount of money, no amount of fame is worth this. It just isn't. The
Yeah.
other thing I think too, I think that Kanye, so it's the little humiliation thing.
Right.
Like, I have power over this woman because I don't really have real power, but I got power over this woman. Like, I can tell her what to do, and I can stand over here, and I am the man. No, you're not. You're just some caricature of something, everything that's gross and creepy,
Yeah.
a little sick.
It is
Like,
sick. It's really sick. I
but
just think the way. No, go ahead.
well, I just wanted to say the other thing. So it's that, and then it's also with the Grammys, right? So I know he had some issues with Jay-Z, right? And Beyonce got, album of the year for her country music album, which, I mean, I love country music. I'm a diehard country fan. Anyone who really knows that. It was not something that I'll say, oh, yay, album of the year, country music, whatever. No, not at all. I love that her song about daddy in Daddy Lessons,
Daddy.
I think it was
Daddy
called,
lessons.
in
Yeah.
her Lemonade album. Yeah, that was snapping. And there were some good songs in the country music album, but I wouldn't
I
say like it was her top album. Beyonce's, she has had a lot of amazing albums that should have been album of the year for sure.
absolutely, absolutely.
Lemonade, that love letter to Africa,
Yes.
which is Black. That's how I looked at it. I looked at her song, that album as love letter to Africa, and Sierra came out with something that
Rooted.
same year, I do believe, where I felt that was a love letter to African Americans, right? Um, and yeah, anywho,
Yeah.
and when I say African Americans, I'm not talking about. Okay, this is going to be another segue, which people are going to come from you. When I'm talking about African Americans, I'm not talking about Black people who are immigrants who came to America or who were born here but they got immigrants. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those whose ancestors brought over here as slaves, and they, like, through their strength, their character, everything, okay, rose up to who they are now, to and pushed and fought for the things that blacks everywhere else but in America and who come here benefit from. Okay? So when I talk about African Americans, I'm talking about the ones who maybe they're calling FBAs now, or Black Americans. That's who I'm talking about. Because there has been this new thing out here where you have foreign blacks coming down and want to claim that they're African American. No, you're not. You're not. And if you were raised by parents who like were from Sierra Leone, like my parents, or Ghana, and they came here and then they gave birth to you when you were here, that don't make you African American. Yes, you are benefiting from the work and the all the stuff, the crap that they had to go through. You're benefiting from that, right? When you filling out your little census and you put in Black American, you're benefiting from that. But you got to be grateful, which I see a lot of ingratitude to those who on their neck is how you are standing. Okay, so that was
Yeah.
just a segue into that. I don't
But
know
no,
how
I
that
felt
came about,
like it's okay.
but yeah.
But I
So
felt
I
like
feel like
Beyonce,
Kanye was trying to like maybe take her shine, Beyonce's
maybe.
shine, by doing this. Because the next day he had the nerve to say, guess what? Bianca was the most looked at celebrity on Instagram. Like he
Yeah, or
said
something.
that.
That's
So
weird.
yeah.
I feel like
Anyway, sorry.
it probably could have been that. I also think he could just be mentally ill and needs to be in a straitjacket somewhere. I may never know what goes on in that man's mind, and I don't think I want to know. But with
It's
Beyonce in
okay.
the country album, I do feel like they gave for the Grammy because it's just like she has been wanting it for a while, and I do feel like she has earned it. So I feel like they did. I do think for her, it's a huge thing that she won album of the year,
I
and
think
then
she
she also got the
never
country.
has. She has never won album of the year. Can you
She's
believe that?
It's
I'm
insane.
stunned. Beyonce has never won album of the year for the Grammy, which is insane because she has had so many albums of the year.
Yeah,
And
she's
they've
had a
snubbed
lot
her
of.
so long that finally they're like, you know, something she, is kind of maybe at the twilight of her career. We need to give it to kind of, which is
Yeah,
fine. I'm fine with that too because she should have received it a long time ago.
yeah. So I'm definitely for it. Like I feel like she definitely earned it. It was a great album. I don't even like country music like that, but I'm now into country because of that.
Yeah,
So I am happy
you
for
actually
her.
did like it. Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of good songs. I love 16 Carriages. I love Tyrant. I love what there was a
16
there's
Carriages was really nice.
yeah.
I actually like the Texas theme, the little Texas theme. I mean,
Texas
I like the
Hold'em.
little the Texas.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
Sweet
yeah.
Honey Buckin'
That was.
too. Like there's a lot of really good songs on the album. I do want to what was it? There was somebody that I had wanted to talk about.
Can
But
we talk about J-Lo?
yeah, what's going on with J Lo?
You know something, one thing I can say about J-Lo, okay, she is like around my age. I love the fact that no matter what she's going through in her life,
She
she
look
shows
good.
up looking good.
Yeah, I mean that
Like, no
alone
matter
is
what,
admirable.
you can break up with me, you can whatever, I will dump you tomorrow, but guess what? I am still going to be out here streaming my stuff and looking. And I say, you know something cool.
That's the way to
And I'm
be.
sure it's hard. It's hard to show up. It'll be, if it's me, look, I would have crawled up in some cave. You ain't
Last
seen
year
me
at the
for
Grammys, she was there
years.
with Ben. That was the last time she was
I
at the Grammys. It
know.
was with Ben. So I looked at her in the corner when she presented Shakira with her award. So I'm just like, eh, God, eh, J Lo, J Lo. But oh my god, Doechi won best rap album. Only two other rappers have won best rap album in all these years of the Grammys. It was Lauryn Hill and it was Cardi B, and she was the third one to win. And I am so proud of
Yes.
Doechi. I really did not know of her until her song Persuasive came out, and then she did it with SZA. So but I have been seeing her like out here in these streets, making her music, doing her TikToks and pushing out her stuff. And to see like her story and to see where she came from, like she actually started as a YouTuber, and then she was making, then she
Really?
got really, yeah, she started as a YouTuber. She was making a lot of TikTok. She was on TikTok for a bit, and then it was like a lot of her songs just ended up as TikTok music, where it's like most people only like
Wow.
7 minutes of like 7 seconds of a song. So it's like she became like
Okay.
this TikTok artist. But then I think she had talked about her thing with sobriety, and that God would show her
Okay.
that if she stuck to sobriety, that he would reward her. And she broke down and cried, and she
Aww.
said this Grammy is like a kind of like confirmation
Like a
of that.
gift.
Yeah, because
Aww.
with this whole album, she decided to go a different route. Instead of doing the TikTok
Okay.
music, she just talked about her whole like life story basically. And I listened to the whole album. Everything's like a hit back to back. And it's not a lot of artists that I can say I love their every single song of the album. Every single song of the
Yeah.
album I absolutely loved. And like for me, it's like
Yeah.
I feel like Nicki is the best, but for me, I feel like Doechii could go head to head like with her. Like I feel like she has
With
like,
Nicki
yeah.
Minaj? Really?
Now, obviously, Nicki probably would still win, but I like she could
Yeah.
compete. I feel because Doechii is really, really
Yeah.
good. Like I've always felt that way with Doechii and
Okay.
Doja Cat for sure. I just felt like because they can do so much, like they can sing, they can rap, they can kind of transition in voices and tempo while they're rapping. Like that diversity that
Yeah.
Nicki has, that's those two I feel like
Yeah.
are really diverse. Like I don't hear the same thing from them all the time. Like it's usually something different.
Hmm.
So I
Yeah.
was so happy for her. She brought her mom on stage, she gave an amazing Grammy
Oh.
performance. Like I loved it. So Doechii, girl, I'm so happy for you. Like yes, yes, y'all go check out her album Alligator Bites Never
I am gonna
Heal.
have to check out her album now. I mean, the fact that
So
you said you
good.
loved every song, it's been, it's for me, artists, it's rare for me to love every single album. I know that Lemonade was one of those albums that I loved. All
Yeah.
Black is King. Um, yeah, there's some of Beyond, Dolly Parton. Um, yeah, it's a rare thing for me to like love all the songs. So, and I know that's the same thing for you too. So she must be really Nicki Minaj. Oh yes,
Yes. Yeah, for
and
sure.
but yeah. So Sister Soldier, you don't know her, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho,
But
that's gonna be
definitely have
very yeah.
to
I'm gonna have to listen to her.
Alligator Bites
I
Never
have to
Heal.
listen
She's
to her.
actually from Florida. So
Oh,
she
India
kind of,
Arie. Forgot about India
yeah,
Arie.
she's really awesome. But yes, you guys have to check
Yeah.
out Doechii, watch her story, see where she came from. But it takes 10 years to be an overnight success. She's been hustling and working hard at this for about 10 years now.
Good for
And
her.
so, and
Wow.
it's a dark skinned woman who is in this rap game actually getting the credit she deserves.
Wow.
I'm like, yes, it is
Yes,
about time. Okay.
yes, sis.
So that
Yes,
was
sis. Good
awesome.
for you.
Yeah, but I think that was everything with the I'm pretty sure there's a lot more things, but like that was just what I wanted to cover for the Grammys.
So
Oh
this
my
can be
god,
part
Kendrick
one.
won 6 Grammys. Six
Wow,
for his diss
I didn't
record
know
against
that.
Drake. You know, that's all they not like us. They not like us. I was like, yes. Like literally they like literally murdered Drake and like buried him 20 feet under. Like to win 6 Grammys for
Nick
that
Clear?
song. Six?
Wow,
That's
wow, wow, wow,
crazy.
wow. Congratulations.
I just cannot wait to go to Super Bowl. I'm gonna go over to my mother-in-law house. We gonna watch it on the big screen. I'm going over there just to see the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl thing because he's gonna be performing with
Yeah.
SZA apparently. You know SZA.
Okay.
He's gonna be performing
Caesar.
with
Okay,
her.
yes, with the lady. Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah, for the Super Bowl. So it's gonna be. Yeah, we will see y'all Sunday.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah, shout out to
That
LA.
this Sunday?
It's this Sunday, a week before
Oh,
Valentine's
okay, okay.
Day. So super
Oh,
exciting.
wow,
But yes, you guys, that was our little recap of the
Now
Grammys,
you
I
really
guess.
get to enjoy your Valentine's Day.
I
You
know.
don't have to give a Valentine to yourself anymore. Now you get to or take yourself out on a date, which I always admired. I was like, you go, girl. You go get yourself some gifts and flowers. You know, you'll get me flowers. So you guys have always gotten me flowers, but
Yo.
yeah. So awesome.
Yes. But yes, you guys, let us know what you guys think
Take
down
pictures.
below. Oh yes, of course, I will. I'm still trying to figure out what to wear. But yeah.
Okay.
Little sidetrack. But yes, you guys, let us know what you guys think about the whole Grammys thing, you guys, and we will definitely see you guys on the
Okay.
next
I
video.
will definitely say though, I know that I've
Yeah.
come out really hard against Kanye and Bianca, but I'm actually, just putting them, and I think maybe collectively we should just put them in prayer. Like this is a man who, to God, I know he's had a lot of heartbreaks, and maybe Bianca, we don't know much about her, but maybe she also has too, right?
Right.
But obviously, this is someone who feels really bad about herself, also, and so does Kanye. So let us for sure keep them in prayer. Yeah,
Yeah.
too.
Yes, y'all. But we'll see you later. Bye.
Love you guys. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.